In the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to show you the easy way to earn an extra $160 to $400 per day from home, working part-time without any tech skills and without any sales ability. And I know that might sound just a little bit crazy, but I promise if you stick with me to the end of this video, I'm also going to reveal my secret method that will give you the power to earn 200% commission for each and every sale you make on the internet. So if you're sick of slaving away at your 9-to-5 job, working paycheck to paycheck, and not having the freedom you desire, if you're sick of searching for the secret to making easy money online, buying product after product, and getting zero results, stop. I found it, and I'm going to prove it to you in this video. But before I do, I want to tell you a little bit about myself and how I got started working online.
Just a couple years ago, I was very desperate, so I began frantically searching for an easy way to make money online. I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what to look for, I didn't know who to trust, and I really didn't know anything about the internet, besides how to play games and check my email. But I was desperate. I had just been laid off from my job, I had a baby on the way, and my savings was draining very fast. And after buying countless hyped up systems, products, coaching packages, plus anything else you can probably think of with big mansions, fancy cars, or lots of dollar signs, I literally bought it all, and after about a year of an unbelievable amount of failure, I ended up burning through all of our credit cards, and I found myself $40,000 in debt with almost nothing to show for it, except for a lot of empty promises and a burning desire for success. And looking back, if I could choose just one small piece of wisdom to implant in your brain, it would be this. Stop throwing away all your money on all the push-button, overnight millionaire systems that say they'll deposit $300,000 in your bank account tomorrow. Because the truth is, they don't work. And the owners of those systems are outright liars that just want to make a quick buck at your expense. Believe me, I wasted a good year of my life buying all that crap and chasing the easy money online. And after a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, I finally found the golden egg. But guess what? It didn't come from any push-button system. It came from a lot of late nights testing things myself to see what actually worked. And one night around 3 in the morning, when I was just days away from throwing in the towel, I stumbled across the secret method I'm about to share with you, and it changed my life forever. My easy money method works. It took me from being dead broke and only days away from having to move my family back in with my parents to now living in a beautiful brand new home and being there full time with my baby girl. My easy money method works. It took me from not being able to afford dates or anniversary presents to now traveling the world and having the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want. Just this last summer, we spent a week on the beach of Costa Rica, 2 weeks in San Diego, and sprinkled in a couple last-minute weekend getaways just to keep things fresh and exciting. And you want to know the best part? I didn't have to ask my boss if I could use vacation time. I didn't have to work overtime before I left or spend countless hours catching up when I got back. Hell, I didn't even have to touch the computer or answer the phone the entire time I was gone. And I know that might sound a little crazy, but have you ever heard of automated income? I mean money that just shows up whether you're working or playing, money that continually pumps into your bank account whether you're on vacation, at the gym, or on a field trip with your kids at school. I'm sure you've heard of it, but do you want to know the key to experiencing it? Let me give you a hint. Right now, this video is playing thousands of times in all time zones across every developed country in the world. But do I have to sit there and physically share this message over and over, working like a damn fool? Do I have to keep presenting over and over like some cold call salesman? Of course not. I only work about 4 days a week, maybe 3 to 5 hours per day because I actually enjoy my work and the people I'm helping. I never have to pick up the phone or sell anything. I take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off almost religiously, but do you think working that tiny amount of time affects my income? Not at all. Why? Because I use automation to work for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So as you're watching this video, I'm probably hanging out with family, reading a book, playing golf, smoking a cigar, or traveling somewhere, and the money just keeps coming in day after day, month after month, and I'll prove it to you. This is just one of my weekly checks for almost $8,000 that I got a few days ago, which actually comes out to a little under $1,200 per day using just the simple method I'm going to teach you in this video. In other words, I walk my talk. And the best part is, it's not just me. Let me introduce you to just a few of the success stories we have, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do what they've done. So These first ones are from a guy named Bill who just started about 2 months ago, and in his first few weeks, he had already made a little over $3,000. And the cool thing about Bill is, when he got started, he was actually working a full-time job and only had a couple extra hours a day between work and his family. But now, since he started using my Easy Money method, he's actually doing this full-time and making even more money than he was at his full-time job. And there are many others just like him. Let's take Greg for example. These are just a couple of his weekly checks, one of them for $2,400, and then we have this other one here for almost $2,000. And in the past 6 weeks, he's earned over $15,000 using the method I'm going to show you on the next page. And I could go on all day showing you proof of the thousands of normal people who are using my Easy Money method to make extra money from home, but I think you get the point I'm trying to make. My Easy Money method works. I mean, if I can go from being $40,000 in debt and not having 2 pennies to rub together, to being debt-free, traveling the world, and making money like this every single month, then anybody can do this. So now that you've seen the kind of success people are having with my method, I want to be 100% honest with you. You're not going to make $1,200 per day like I do right out of the gate. I've been doing this for a couple years, and if I told you that, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. My first goal is to help you start making $160 to $400 per day in your first 30 days. And I know that might not sound like much compared to all the other hyped up systems I talked about earlier, but do you realize that just $160 per day is over $1,000 per week in extra income? That's life-changing for most families. Just ask my buddy Bill that I talked about earlier. That $160 per day is what allowed him to stay at home full-time with his family. And I promise, if you just focus on hitting your first month's goal like he did, I'll show you how to take it to the next level once you've built that solid foundation. So now that your goals are set, it's time for you to see what my method is, why it's so simple, and how it can start making you money in the next 30 minutes. But before I show you those 3 things, I want to be perfectly clear. You will not be doing any selling, cold calling, or taking payments over the phone. This wouldn't be called my Easy Money method if I had to sit on the phone all day to do it. And anyone that tells you to do that crap all day and 10, 20, 40 years down the road you'll have freedom is lying to you. I want you to be able to experience freedom right now. Imagine waking up in the morning and just having money show up in your bank account so you can spend the rest of the day hanging out with your family. Imagine being able to play golf all day with your buddies or spend the day at the spa with your girlfriends without thinking about answering email, making phone calls, or missing an important meeting. Imagine being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, just like I do. You deserve that kind of lifestyle. Your family deserves it. So as a special bonus for getting started in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to give you a website just like the one that you're on right now that will do all the selling for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, doesn't it feel great knowing that I'm taking the burden of trying to sell people completely off your shoulders, and all you have to do is follow my step-by-step training and you'll make easy money online just like I do? It doesn't take any special skills, no college degree, no technical wizardry. Anyone, literally anyone, can use my method and start making huge commissions starting today. So how exactly does my method work? Well, step 1 is to find a product that's highly attractive to millions of people, very affordable, and will pay you over 100% of the commission for each and every sale you make. That's the important part, over 100% of the commission for each and every sale you make. And that's actually the hardest part for you to figure out. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with affiliate marketing. If not, it's where you sell other people's products and services and they pay you a commission for each sale you make. Maybe you've tried it and you failed before. Well, here are 2 problems with traditional affiliate marketing, and this is why you haven't been successful up until now. Problem number 1 is that the commissions are just too damn low. How are you going to make $1 million or even $1,000 if you only make 30% commission on the sales that you make? The numbers just don't work. You have to spend your time and money generating traffic and leads, and then you only make 30% commission? That just doesn't make any sense to me, and that's why so many people fail in this industry. That's exactly what happened to me, and it wasn't until I discovered the secret to these crazy high commissions that I started making $500, $1,000, or even up to $5,000 per day in profit. And when I say crazy high commissions, I'm not talking about 100 or even 150% commission. When you use my method, you're going to generate 200% commission. That means you're going to get paid double what the product itself costs, and I'll tell you how that works in a minute. Now, problem number 2 is that the products people try to sell are usually total crap that no one really wants or needs. In order to make money, a sale needs to be made and money needs to change hands, right? That's how this whole economy works. So to have any kind of success, you have to sell something. Wouldn't it be nice to sell something that people want, need, and can actually afford? When you start using my method, You'll be able to sell a product that every person in the world needs, and it costs less than $40. It's a product that costs less than $40. It's only $39.95, but you're going to make an $80 commission for each and every sale that you make. Step 2 of my system is pretty simple. You just use the marketing tools and training that I'm going to give you to drive traffic to your website and make the sales. Now, people are always asking me, Adam, this all sounds great, but how do I get traffic? And it's true that you need traffic, but the big myth is that you need a lot of traffic to make any real money online. All the marketing gurus try to convince you that you need tens of thousands of visitors to become successful online, and that's just not true. It all comes down to commissions and sales conversions. When you're making a 200% commission selling a product that's needed by everyone in the world, and it happens to be incredibly affordable, you don't need very many visitors to your website every day to make some really serious cash. Like I said, the product only costs $39.95, but it pays you $80. And according to my most recent numbers, at least 1 in 30 people who refer to this website will buy, and you'll get paid. So if you generate just 100 leads a day through this website, you can make 3 or more sales a day. That's $240 or more per day in profit from just 100 leads per day. And I'm going to give you all the tools and training you need to generate 100, 200, 1,000, or however many leads you want every single day. It's all in the training center just waiting for you. Now, I bet you're wondering what the product is and how the owners can pay 200% commission on only a $39.95 sale. Well, the company is called Motor Club of America, and they've been a trusted name in business since 1926. They have 7 physical offices, 150 customer service reps, and over 7 million members in the U.S. and Canada. And here are just a handful of the benefits that MCA members can take advantage of. Unlimited roadside assistance, 24 hours a day with 100 miles of towing included. $500 in travel assistance that will cover the cost of any local accidents that require you to rent a new vehicle. Up to $3,000 for legal fees to defend and protect yourself if you have to go to court. $5,000 for a stolen vehicle reward and $1,000 for farm equipment reward if someone were to rob you. $1,000 in credit card protection in case you're a victim of identity theft. Up to 60% off prescriptions, vision, and dental care. Up to $500 in emergency room benefits that cover the cost of your visit if you have to stay overnight. Up to $54,750 in hospital care benefits if you're required to stay overnight in the regular hospital. $60,000 in accidental death benefits to take care of your family if you're in an accident. Global Travel Assist program that covers you if you're in an emergency while traveling outside your home country. Personalized trip planning and travel discounts on hotels, airfare, and fun stuff. That's over $150,000 in benefits and protection that members receive for only $19.95 per month. But of course, the real reason I chose MCA over the thousands of other companies online is because they pay a massive 200% commission for each new member you send them. So if you make a $20 sale, they pay you $40. If you make a $30 sale, they pay you $60. And if you make a $40 sale, they pay you $80. And you want to know the best part? They're not like most companies that pay you 30 days after you sign up a new member. MCA pays out your commissions every single Friday via check or direct deposit. So if you sign up a new member this week, you'll be paid for it next week. It's crazy, I know, but the reason why they can do it is because people love the service and they keep it for a long time. So MCA is more than willing to pay you 200% commission to bring them new members. That's the reason why most other companies only pay you those teeny tiny little 30% commissions, because they know that 90% of their customers will only keep the product or service for 1, 2, or maybe 3 months if they're lucky. So they need to make all their profit right when the sale happens, or they won't make anything at all. And chances are, if you've been constantly failing to make easy money online, it's because you've only been earning itsy bitsy little baby commissions, and it's not your fault. You've just never had anyone show you how to make 200% commission on your sales every single week. That's the real secret to making easy money online, and now that you know it, you'll never be able to go back to earning those teeny tiny little 30% commissions again. So now that you know what the product is, it should be very obvious why it's so easy to refer people to their service and make $80 commissions over and over with very little time and effort. You can probably think of 10 people right now who could use it, and they're only a simple email or Facebook message away. That's $800 in potential income from just 10 people. And as if $80 per sale wasn't enough, there's also a second way you get paid with the Motor Club of America, and here's how it works. Every time someone on your team makes a sale and earns $80, you get paid $6. And that may not seem like much, but let's say you use this website to sign up 10 new MCA members your first week. You'll get a nice $800 check the next week, but the real magic happens when the 10 people you signed up do exactly the same thing and use this website to bring in 2 new people a day, 5 days a week. That's an extra $600 per week or $2,400 per month in your pocket, and all you had to do was send them to this website and let my free marketing and training system do all the work for you. That's the beauty of having a marketing system like this. All the hard work is done for you, so you can focus all your energy on marketing and earning $80 commissions. Now, when I first decided to allow other people to use my method, I wanted to set the price at $500 per month. I did the math, and if you only made 1 sale per day with an $80 commission, you'd make $2,400 per month. So you'd be making a profit of $1,900 per month. That seemed like a pretty good deal to me. Then I realized that even though the system is worth more than $500 per month for anyone that uses it, that price might be too high for everyone who truly deserves to have success in their life. Because let's face it, everyone deserves success. You deserve it, I deserve it, the guy next door deserves it, and there's plenty of money in the world to go around. You just need a system that works round the clock to help you claim your share. Because there's cash all around us. You just have to find a way to access it. You have to find the system that will plug you into it and access it for you so you can have the freedom you desire. Then I thought about charging $250 a month. I thought about that for a while, and then I realized it's still too high. Not everyone has an extra $250 per month. I know I didn't when I got started a couple years ago. Then I dropped it down to $100 per month and thought I would never sell it for less than that. $100 was the base and never less. But when I saw the kind of success that people were having, I wanted to make it available to as many people as I possibly could. Now, like I said before, the product you're going to be selling only costs $39.95, and it pays you 200% commission for each sale. So I sat down one day and I ran the numbers again, and I realized that I could give you my entire Easy Money Method system, everything that I've built, for free if you just buy the product and use it yourself. Only $39.95 up front, which pays for your first and last month of your MCA membership, and then $19.95 per month after that to have everything, my entire Easy Money Method system, and everything that comes with it. Now, I've shown you how much this makes me every day. I've shown you the testimonials of people who are already using my system, and most of them paid $100 per month just to get access to it. But you can have it today for only $39.95. All you have to do is join and use the product you're going to be selling. Because you can't really sell a product without knowing how it works first, right? For only $39.95, you can get access to my entire Easy Money Method system, but you have to act right now, because the fact is, I'm not going to be able to keep this open for too much longer.